Hey guys, MasakoX here. Before we begin today's video, I just want to tell you guys that I have a new shirt out on Teespring. If you want to be part of the Go Crew too, check out the link in the description or on the screen. See you around!
All I can say today is, where's Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith when you need them? That's right everyone, Dragon Ball Super 87 just landed and everything is intergalactic planetary. Hunt the Poachers, Goku and 17's joint battle. The Saiyan and the Cyborg took up arms. We last left Goku and 17 atop a mountain dwelling. Goku had been trying to encourage 17 to join the Universe 17 for the Tournament of Power, but 17 had been refusing, not really caring about being erased, despite the fact the island and the animals that he's been taking care of being erased in the process. Kind of a mixed message there you're giving, 17. In a last-ditch effort to persuade him, Goku then talks about the Super Dragon Balls and how the best fighter in the tournament gets to make a wish on them. 17 and his giant forehead, which had been quite conspicuously absent up until this point, are quite interested. That Goku would stoop so low as to offer Dragon Balls as a bargaining chip. How uncouth. I'd be more invested in this subplot if I didn't know the Universe 7 roster already. Thanks, Toei. But honestly, it seemed that all that Goku had to do was just say please. That seemed to get more out of 17 than all the other lies that Goku had been saying up until this point. But before we can delve deeper into this artificial standoff, the Minotaurus roars out, going effectively, "There's a trouble coming. You better go sort it out. Yeah, mate." Sure enough, the beast is right, and much like in Independence Day, a giant space muffin frying pan thing descends upon the island, using a massive tractor beam to gather all the animals up from the island into the ship, even though it kind of looks like they're only taking about a part of the island, not the entire thing. There are animals they probably missed. I'm just going to try and ignore that at this point. But whatever they were gathering up, it was effective. Including bunnies. Not bunnies, you heartless fiends! Unfortunately for 17, but fortunately for us, 17 has no choice but to jump into the action. 17 and Goku rush towards the ship, but before they can get in via the tractor beam closes and the ship begins to fly away. Oh no, they're too late. However, could they get on the ship? Yeah, instant transmission. Why didn't they just do that in the first place? Wouldn't it have just been a bit easier and a bit more natural that 17 were just about to jump out to the ship and then Goku would go, "Wait, I got a better idea. Grab onto me." And then they do the instant transmission. 17 go, "Wow, where did you learn that?" "Well, I pretty much knew it all the time." That would have given us some true Dragon Ball realness. Instead, what we got was just, padding. Oh well! After gathering a few shots of some of the weird space animals on scene, like a space monkey Furby thing, as well as a giant bug bird that we linger on for 10 seconds for some reason. Padding, everyone. The guards are on the way to intercept Goku and 17. Oh boy! Goku fodder! Careful, Goku, don't break the ship! Think of the animals. Think of the animals! Why doesn't Goku just gather up all the animals, like he did with the Shimoshans in movie 8, then just transport them back to Earth or something? He might be able to do that in 2 trips before any of the guards would actually be able to do anything about it. 17 could just take them out and they'd be able to do it right there and then, but then we wouldn't have a story. Oh well! It must be a Tuesday, as Krillin is rocking the taco shirt as he's sensing Goku's energy moving away. 18 is kind of worried that Goku and her brother are actually just goofing off when they should be actually getting down to business and sorting out the team roster for the Tournament of Power instead of going off on adventures. No, 18, that's not what they're doing. They're rescuing animals from space poachers. That's totally different. Yeah, that's totally not stepping into the Grand Tour. In a surprise move, 17 is calling the shots and tells Goku to take out all the guards while 17 himself goes for the boss. Oh, perhaps this could be a good lesson for Goku in the tournament. Listening to other people and getting good at tactics? Nah, let's rock, paper, scissors for... Oh, okay, 17's gone. Oh, I really like that little subversion there. Good job, Toei. So it's only Goku left to take out these 2 goons, which he does. Easily. Especially because there's no bullets involved. 17 is getting stuff done, and before we know it, he's at the bridge facing the final boss, and we are reminded, again, why the Minotaurus is important to the story. With his trademark coolness, the cyborg stares down the space poacher for a seemingly long amount of time, until the lead poacher calls upon his other goons, with swords this time. Space swords. Spords. Cue the obvious conclusion. Well, at least the little fight looked kinda cool, I suppose. The boss goes down just when Goku arrives. Aw, tough break, buddy. 17 asks the Poachers why they're after the Minotaurus. 17, you do know what poachers do, right? They go after rare animals for money. Minotauruses are rare, that's the last one left. The horns are worth a lot of money. You know poaching works that way? You kind of did in another episode, but not now. The Poacher then offers 17 some money, but the only thing that 17 gives back is a foot to the gut, which then sends the Poacher careening into a glass panel on the bridge. Wait, what? 17, you just told Goku not to destroy the ship. You're kind of just going back on your word there. If that glass had been shattered right at this point, you'd have been sucked out of the ship and suffocated out in space. Okay, that would have been smart. Well, that did it. The lumpy twerp's gonna blow up the ship. He pulls out the remote in question, which understandably gets 17 all shook. It probably reminds him from the days of being under the servitude of Dr. Giro. Oh, but don't worry, guys. The chances that Poacher's gonna actually blow up the ship are 1 in 1. Just kidding. It was only a dream that Beerus had. Well, at least the exploding ship part. It's probably the cheese. Cheese does that to you, gives you nightmares. Ugh, honestly, man, I am really getting sick and tired of Beerus interrupting the story like this. Even Vegeta's getting annoyed of it. Back to the ship though, and the Poacher once again threatens to blow up the ship with everyone on it. And we are then treated to some recycled shots of all the animals that we've seen, a total of 5. All this while the Poacher's poking fun at 17's job, which understandably gets 17 all triggered inside. All of a sudden, 17 then lunges himself at the Poacher, breaking the glass, and both he and the Poacher are then sent off into space. And understandably, Goku's about to get sucked out. Congratulations, 17, you caused more damage to the ship than Goku. Good job. But then suddenly, Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue, transports himself to 17 and the Poacher out in space, then transports them again to King Kai's planet. Now I'm guessing here that God Ki enables the user to be able to breathe in space, because if you look at Beerus and Whis just standing out in space, they're able to just be there quite calmly, no struggling for breath or anything, they can just do it. Maybe it's their God Ki, which is innate, is actually being demonstrated in Goku, which is more obvious, so he's able to breathe in space much more easily. At least that's my best guess. If it's true, then how conveniently neat. As the three of them arrive on King Kai's planet, King Kai rightly tells Goku that he can't just keep using his planet to dump people off that will blow up. He's understandably sensitive to that after what happened with Cell. What makes this even more annoying is that Goku's prepared to just leave this guy on the planet to blow up. Goku don't give a damn. That's just cold. But before Goku can bounce out, Dende chimes in and says that that guy is lying. That's just a bluff. Like, he's not got a bomb inside of him. Yeah, he's totally fine. How would Dende know that? Luckily for everyone though, it turns out the Poacher was lying. It's just a stream of confetti coming out of his nose and maybe other orifices that I don't care to mention. All this for somebody's birthday party. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. Oh, Goku, don't touch it! You don't know where it's been. And with that, all the animals are returned safely to the island, with the Minotaurus effectively thanking 17 and Goku for saving everyone. Oh, hey, Jarko, getting Goku to do all your jobs for you again, I see. Well, I guess this is all in the day's work for Super Elite. Well, at least we got 17 on the team, and he actually has a wish for the Super Dragon Balls. A cruise ship worth 5 billion zenny. Well, I guess you gotta go big for these wishes, I suppose, so fair enough. When 17 asks Goku what he'd like to wish for on the Super Dragon Balls, assuming it be something quite heroic, because as far as 17's seen it, it's Goku's a hero, Goku catches him off guard and says that he's not really aware about saving the world and all that. He just wants to fight strong guys and just things happen the way they do. But at the same time, he doesn't want to see innocent people getting destroyed for no good reason. You know what, I'm just gonna walk away from that topic right now. No. And in a really odd plot hole after that, 17 actually is aware about Majin Buu, and he's not supposed to know about him. The reason being that back in the Buu saga, there was a wish made on the dragon to actually erase all the memories of Majin Buu's massacres, so that means no one would think that Mr. Buu was out to kill everyone again. So that means the Buu that we know and love can actually walk around in peace. I guess he might have heard about Buu from Krillin or 18 or something in the years after the Buu saga, but we really can't be sure about that, but I just thought I'd mention that supposition. And with that, we end the episode with the stadium continuing to be built, with a little under 24 hours until the tournament begins. All in all, this episode was a little meh, to be honest. This whole episode felt to me that the writers wanted to bolster the running time to a full episode. This could have actually been tacked on as a first part of the episode, and then we could have had something else for the second part, but no, they just made it the whole thing. It was made just to create some artificial tension about whether 17 would actually join the Universe 7 squad. But that doesn't work because we've seen the artwork for the Universe Survival arc, which has contained 17 in it, for months. This is no surprise right here and now, and if this had been a bait and switch and 17 never showed up, this would have been a most egregious move on Toei's part. If Toei had kept the lineup for the Universe 17 mostly secret, like have Goku and Vegeta in it and maybe Gohan, but everyone else would have been a bit of a mystery, then there would actually be some tension about whether 17 would show up or not. You'd be actually thinking, oh, okay, we get to see him again, but he actually might not be in the team, but, oh, okay. But what we got was just kind of there. With most of it spoiled, it's just pretty mediocre. And a lot of plot holes here too. But you know what, I'll let it slide for the most part because we actually got to see 17 doing stuff and actually putting Goku in his place. That was cool. Actually seeing another character taking charge of a situation. So I'll forgive this episode for that. But one thing I will say though, is that 17 is truly a good guy. He's a man I'd love to have as a friend in real life. He has good moral values, a successful life, a fulfilling job, and a family that he's devoted to. He's got the complete package, as does his sister. In fact, 17 and 18 are just great. They've come from a life of delinquency with no hope of prosperity to actually now having the most successful and prosperous lives of anyone in the cast. I'm so proud of them. I'm so happy they are where they are right now in the story. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. But anyway, that's my thoughts on Dragon Ball Super Episode 87. Tune in next time to hear what I think about Episode 88. Until then, be sure to like and subscribe. Catch you later!